Officials here are taking some time to digest this disappointing jobs report. We still do not have any reaction from anybody at the White House or on the president's economic team, but we do expect to see him on camera talking about the April jobs report in pre-planned remarks within the next couple of hours. So stay tuned for that.
Okay, Peter, if that changes, give us a ring.
I will.
Now to Maria, good morning to you. I was watching a moment ago over on Fox Business. Go ahead and size it up for us. What do you think on your early impression of this number, Maria?
Well, look, I think it's a fair question to ask whether or not this was self-inflicted, given the massive amount of money that we are expecting to hit the economy and how much money has already hit the economy. Look at the front page of the Wall Street Journal today. Businesses are having a hard time getting people back to work, and we are throwing unemployment benefits, $300 checks, and the like to people at home. They don't really feel an urgency to get back to the office. So that's one thing. There are some seasonal adjustments here that economists say could make this number a bit fluky, but I don't think there's any question that this economy is doing well right now. You've got the Atlanta Federal Reserve expecting growth of 13% in the second quarter. You've got an economy, broadly speaking, for the year of 2021 with expectations of GDP all the way up to 9%. So, yes, this was wildly below broad expectation from economists. I think it has to do with businesses being unable to get workers back because they don't need the money because they're getting free money from all of this spending right now.
Maria, could it also, and I don't know this, I'm just asking, in terms of we are hearing about shortages and then prices going up. So on things like lumber, gasoline is obviously going up, rental cars, copper, and then, as you mentioned, labor shortages and this concern about inflation, either short or long term.
Absolutely spot on. I mean, you're looking at shortages in a number of commodities. You can't get the product to build the house if you're looking at big, huge increases in the price of lumber, and you can't get the lumber and you can't get the price you want. That will likely slow down the construction of the house. That will slow down the people going back on the job to work. So it's all connected. I think the inflation story is connected as well. We're seeing prices skyrocket for example, chicken. It's going to be an expensive summer in terms of commodities prices and what we're seeing on inflation. What we haven't seen yet, Dana, is inflation in terms of pay. That comes next. The good news in all of this is that we're not seeing a runaway inflation story that would cause the Federal Reserve to take its foot off the gas and say, okay, we are beginning to start pulling in some of our stimulus, monetary stimulus. That would cause a sell-off in the stock market. Right now, no indications of that. Even as we are seeing the inflation you refer to, we're not seeing it for wages so far.
But Buffett talked about
wages in this report month over month.
Sorry, Maria. Buffett talked about it last week, and he said even though the government doesn't see it, they see it. I think he called it substantial. On screen, Mother's Day reservations this weekend up 64% compared to not last year, but 2 years ago. Uber's first quarter gross bookings up a quarter, 24%. Baseball fans going back to the stadium, on and on it goes. Listen, New York's going to reopen in 10 days. That has a driving effect. You can see how many places are still closed in New York City. A lot of these schools have not reopened. Dana and I have talked a lot this past week about the shifting sands of the economy. And it is beyond prediction, I think, at the moment, and perhaps beyond expectation for either side to know what is beneath the surface. If you were to analyze what's beneath the surface and what's in that sands, what would you say is there?
I think this is partly self-inflicted. I think schools need to open 100% in order to get a feeling of normalization back, and all of the stimulus, free money going to people, that is certainly having an impact. We're seeing that play out in these jobs numbers. That's part of it. I'm not questioning the strength of the economy, however. We are certainly on a growth path once again.
Okay, thanks, Maria. Great analysis there. Nice to see you. Have a terrific weekend. See you on Sunday.
Strong scarf game, too.
Strong scarf game. Thank you, Maria.